Hey there, Light Warriors. There's no better time than like right now to make a backup plan. In uncertain times like we are right now, people are unprepared and people have been trained to rely on sources outside of themselves. We all have to become self-empowered, and it's a very important time to have a backup plan. We can't get caught with all of our eggs in one basket, and that's because of the way the world has been. People are getting caught with everything all in one place where we urgently need to diversify and we all need to be flexible. Flexibility is going to help you get through the upcoming months. Be flexible. You have to analyze your personal life right now and ask yourself some questions. Let's ask ourselves some questions. Can you do more than one thing for work? In the old Matrix world, you might have had a job and that was your identity. Many of us, our identities are changing. Ask yourself this question: can you do more than one thing for work? You're going to have to be flexible, and that's going to help you be prepared for what's just around the corner. Can you live in more than one place? Can you live in more than one place? Can you adapt? Can you adapt to your surroundings? People are starting to witness firsthand, even myself, that certain places, they might not be livable for a short period of time. And are you able to be flexible? You might, live in a climate that's not too hot, and you might have to go to a place that is hot for a period of time. Or maybe you like the hot. Can you adapt to a place that's cold? In recent times, many of us were awakened to this smoke event, and it's very strange what's happening. And even more than ever before, we are experiencing these very strange occurrences, and people are feeling a little uncertain. Yesterday on my journey, I came across this TikTok. And people in New Jersey, it rained, and they were filming this white foam that was coming up from the rain. And people are asking the question, what was in that smoke? And, is the air breathable? Is it okay to live in these locations? Many people in Ohio were asking similar questions. So when we could reflect in Ohio, when we look at New York and New Jersey right now and the white foam that's coming up, did you experience white foam when it rained, or maybe you watered the garden? I had a friend that experienced it as well. Why don't you leave it in the comments? So we might have to be flexible with our living situations. And that's why if you're flexible with what you could do as a job, be well-faceted across all of what you can do, and stop leaving ourselves in a box of limiting beliefs. When I saw this TikTok and these people were going unbelievable, seeing this white foam come out of the rain, and it's really opening our minds that we have to maybe be on the move. Do you have more than one thing to pay attention to? And that might not seem so important to you. Do you have more than one thing to pay attention to? A lot of us, we get caught in this trap and we're paying attention to something. You could see some of your friends, they're paying attention to the news, and when nothing else happens, they get lost, right? They're waiting for something to happen. They're waiting, and they're only paying attention to this one thing. Do you have hobbies? Do you have other goals and aspirations? And again, if you have more than one vocation in life, we don't like to use the job here, right? Just over broke, right? We have vocations, and we do the things that we love, not for the money, because it powers our soul. So if you have more than one thing that you could actually pay your attention to, you might not go insane. Even on my journey, when I'm looking at something and nothing's happening, it could drive you insane. So for your mental health, you really want to have more than one thing to pay attention to. And whatever you're paying attention to, that's going to really become your reality and your experience. So make sure that you're starting to pay attention to many different things. Otherwise, you could drive yourself insane. Do you have more than one plan for your future? In the old Matrix world, they call this retirement, right? And if you didn't know this, retirement means to put away. We're not putting anyone away, right? So for your future, right? For your future life, right? What is your plan? Do you only have one plan for your future? Or have you diversified your plans? Do you have more than one thing to rely on? You know, when you go to this retirement, which means to put away, are we just relying on the government? Can we rely on a government that might not even be here any longer? What are the things that we're relying on? We're going to have to be self-sufficient and come up with plans. You know, when you think about all of the backup plans for your job, backup plans for where you're going to live, are we going to be nomads in the upcoming years? Let us know in the chat. You know, people are moving around the world right now. They're changing their location. You know, some are moving towards the water. Some are moving away from the water, up in the mountain. Where are you headed, Light Warriors? Some people are witnessing smoke in the air, and there's a lot of questions. And this smoke could go anywhere around the world. So maybe we need to be flexible. All of the different things that you could focus on for this backup plan, what you do for work, where do you live? Can we adapt? Do we have different things to pay attention to? And what are our plans for our future? These are the ways that we could be prepared. You know, when I think of the great words of my mother said, don't rely on anyone else, only rely on yourself. And these are very powerful words. You know, we can't rely on someone else to help us in the future. We're leaving the age of victimhood and we're becoming self-empowered. And if you are self-empowered, why don't you write it in the comments, I am self-empowered. Remember, the two most powerful words in the universe are I am. Full video on the channel page. Yeah, and if you haven't done so already, please smash the like button and why don't you subscribe to this channel? It's our everyday lives. And we have many plans, backup plans and triple backup plans for everyone to improve their life as we're going through a shift of ages. We're headed to the age of Aquarius, baby. But who is going to do these things? We are going to have to do these things ourselves. When do you do them? Just like Apollo Creed said, there is no tomorrow. The best time to make a backup plan is right now. So focus on your backup plans and focus on the things that we discussed today. What will you do for a job? What will you do for your living conditions? What will you pay attention to? And how will you prepare for the future? And these are the things that people maybe stress out a lot about. We have a full video on the channel page about the Hawkins scale of consciousness and where your vibration is. And a lot of people are in fear. And we can't create our future from a place of fear, and that's why this message is very important for each and every person listening right now, so that you don't have to, you know, maybe live in a vibration of lack, so that you don't have to worry. You know, just like anything else, you have multiple things to fall back on, and that's where we're headed to, an age of infinite possibilities. If you like this message and you like more community, we have a brand new video up on Patreon. The link is in the description. We host live Zoom meetings on Patreon. We have Telegram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Rumble. Please join the Our Everyday Lives family on all of those platforms. I will actually share the TikTok that I discussed with the white foam. Watch out for white foam coming out of the rain, coming out of the clouds. Where is the white foam coming from? This world it's a crazy place right now. It's strange. But if you become self-empowered, there's nothing outside of you that can affect you. You know why, Light Warriors? We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious to make a backup plan and do it right Now, use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the fifth dimension. Not a place, but a frequency. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. We're improving our lives day after day. Leave it in the comments. What is your backup plan? Make a backup plan and a backup plan to the backup plan and maybe another backup plan just in case. It's a crazy time. We see the crazy time. We got crazy fires, crazy white foam everywhere. What's going on? Glitches in reality. Tune into the channel, subscribe to the channel. We have a great journey. We're moving full speed ahead and we're growing the family, and it's going to be one heck of a ride. I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light.